Hello there everyone and welcome back. Today I have a very special build for you. I've always wanted to build a Victorian house and I just didn't know how I would do it, but I took some extra time in my spare time here and I really put my mind to it and I finally did it. So I wanted to share it with you. Again, it's my Victorian home. No, it's not perfect and I'm sure others have built much more elaborate ones, but this is my version here and I really love how it turned out. This was not a room by room build. This was a trial and error build. It was more along the lines of, let me try this and see if it works. So I'm sure all of you have had those types of builds before too. But we're just taking a look around the outside here and you can see where I have made my own version of that bi-level roofing again because I wanted to have that one level that kind of stuck up sort of like a little tower on the side of the front there. But I put the white picket fence, which I rarely use, and then a little balcony on the front right side here to go over a small porch. But again, I really love how this turned out. I just wanted to give you a really good look of the outside before we go inside. This is a small family that lives here and they have two little pugs, and I use these windows because those little arch windows definitely remind me of a Victorian home, as well as a stained glass front door here. But as you come in the entryway, it's that typical small entrance with a staircase that you see. And I used those French doors because to me they do look very Victorian, with the exception of the dining room doorway here. I wanted to use those double French doors there. But as you come in, you'll see that I've used a lot of wallpaper and things that are not my normal style, but I wanted them to fit in with the theme, and I really think that they did. So coming at the end of the hallway here, we just have the first floor bath. And again, with that older look, I picked items old and new to mix together to bring that Victorian look, the old style. So coming over here to the left of the entryway, we go through the glass French doors and we come into a beautiful burgundy dining area. Those wall sconces are very typical of that period as well. And then we have the grandfather clock here, and I wanted to bring the reds from the wall down into the floor, so I used those rugs there from the Wizard's Cottage and lined those up, and I think it went really well together. And you'll notice too I used the older wooden floor look too. But coming back through here, we have the living room, and I love that wallpaper. I just don't use it a lot. I don't really use it for larger rooms like this, but for this theme, I thought it again really fit. We have some of the older looking bookshelves, and you'll see those little radiators for heat, and then we have those beautiful couches and the older style paintings there, along with some of the newer items, and then the farmhouse fireplace. So that is the living room there, and there's a door back here that leads to a little music room. I love this room. It's very small, but I love how the colors came together with the contrast, you know, the whites popping out. We have the piano back here. I made that corner window so that when you're sitting at the piano, you can see outside, and then we have that beautiful buffet there. I love the blues and the whites together. I think it made for a really nice little room back here, a little music room. So coming back through here, now you're going to see the way I did the roof here, that little space that I leave. Now it looks like it's inside, but of course it's outdoors. But as you come through here, you're going to come through the cutest little kitchen here. I wanted to use the older homestead cabinets and countertops, and there's just a little sink area there, a bar area that almost looks like a butler's pantry. And then in here we just have the cooking area with the refrigerator that's separate here. So that is the cute little kitchen there. And then you can see the space, the little gap that I left. And as we go up the floors, you'll see why I did that. But I've explained that in previous videos about making that separated roof line there. But that's just an extra little look around the downstairs here. And let's come on upstairs. So we have that open entryway. Now of course they don't give us any railings that match the actual staircases, so I had to do the best that I could, but I think it turned out pretty well with the white balcony railing backed up against that homestead staircase. That's the best I could do, but I love how that turned out. It's nice and open, and as you come to the top here, you're going to go immediately left, and you're going to find the main hallway upstairs here. Now the difference in the floor you'll see there, that's because that's actually outside above it there. But then we come over here and we are in the master bedroom, which I've done in blue and white. It kind of inspired me, that music room downstairs, to carry that look up here, and that way I could use those beautiful lamps with that new blue bed along with some of the gray, it's kind of gray and white, French furniture, which I think goes really well with that carpet and fits in with the overall Victorian theme there. So that is the master bedroom here. And then we're going to go over this way and take a look at the master bath. I wish we had a better clawfoot tub, but this is the closest I could get. I didn't want to do the farmhouse tub with the clawfoot on it. I wanted to do white and like a gold tone. So I used the designer home tub. It resembles a clawfoot tub. And then we have the nice villa vanity there. So that is the master suite there. Now you can go this way, or you can go through this little walk-through closet into the nursery, which I've done in beautiful pinks and greens. It's for their baby girl. I love that green chair in the corner. The color is just gorgeous. And then we have the lighter green tones with the shelf there and the pictures on the wall. And then I've tied that all in together with the pink and green flower arrangement on her dresser and used the older style looking crib there. I love that crib, and it all just kind of came together for a little Victorian looking nursery. So then we're going to wind around a little hallway here, which some of it is technically outdoors, as you'll see in just a minute, to what could be, if you wanted to recreate it, this could actually be an extra bedroom, but I decided to make it the TV room since the living room downstairs didn't really have anything like a family hangout area. So I wanted to make this room sort of an entertainment room for the family. And I've also done that in pale blues and dark blues together along with the light wood tones. And I put the big TV on the wall and just made it a nice family area. Now coming straight across here, you're going to come to a little L-shaped staircase. We have a little table in there with some lamps on it. And at the end of that, you're going to see the upstairs hall bath. It's just a tiny little bath. It's a full bath. It's a 3-piece bath, but that would serve if you had an extra bedroom there instead of the entertainment room. And then coming up that staircase, we have the surprise little room that you see where I've made that extra little tower-looking structure. That is their pug's bedroom. I wasn't sure what to do with it. I didn't want to glass it in and fill it with flowers, so I put the flowers on the balcony, and I wanted to make that a room for their dogs, which I thought was really a cute idea. So that is my Victorian house. We're just going to take a little look around here, and then I'm going to show you where I put all of the furniture in case you want to recreate it. So we have the first floor here, and you're going to see that little kind of upside down L-shaped gap there. That's actually a patio, so that I could do 3 floors where the kitchen is and up, and the rest of the home is 2 floors. So again, I leave that 1 space gap there, but I'm just going to give you a quick look at the grid here so that you can pause it, you can take screenshots in case you do want to recreate it. Now I did get a request today, which I do have a few videos pre-done, that the request was for me to start giving room measurements. I'm really going to try to do that, but as you can see, that would take me a lot of time. I'm really considering it, but my videos would be very, very long if I did that. So I'm not quite sure what to do about that. If you guys have any ideas, let me know in the comments as we're just looking at the grid here, and we'll just talk about this request that I got, because I really want to help out and do that. It's just really flattering when people want to recreate my builds. But if I were to give, stop the frame and give measurements, I'm not sure how much time that would take in the actual video. So what I may do is do a test video on it and see how you guys like it, and see if it was just too long of a process for me, and maybe just try it out that way. We'll just have to see how that goes, but I just wanted to throw that out there and let you guys know that I did get that request, and see if you had any further ideas about how I could go about making it easier for you all to recreate the builds. But again, it's very flattering that you guys are that serious about recreating my builds, because believe me, it's a huge compliment. So we're looking at the furniture now, and I have to tell you, this build was on my list, definitely the top 10 list of most fun builds. It took me, like I said, in my spare time, quite a long time. I was doing request builds too while I was doing this build, but I would keep coming back to it with different ideas, and it was just really a lot of fun to do. So that is the second floor we're looking at there, and we're just looking at where I put all of the furniture. And I just love the blues, I love the golds, I love putting all of that against the light colors where everything just sort of pops out, and I just thought that was the cutest little nursery. And the next time I have to do a nursery, I think I'm going to use that color combination again, maybe on a larger scale. But there you see that little staircase room, everything's separated by one space there, so that I could go on up and build a third floor on that area that you see right there where it sort of looks like a little tower. So that is my Victorian house, or at least my version of a Victorian house. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tour. If you did, please give me a like. If you're new here, welcome. I'm glad to have you. If you're already subscribed, welcome back, and thank you for the support. I hope you guys are doing well. Love you guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on my next video.